Welcome to Denver Broncos franchise episode 1 here on Madden 25, and the Denver Broncos are a very interesting team. Of course, coming off that 4-year stretch with Peyton Manning from 2012 to 2015, where the Broncos were maybe the best team in the entire NFL, but since then, the Denver Broncos have really struggled. This is a team that has not made the playoffs since 2015 when they won Super Bowl 50. And it is our job to try to lead this team back to the point where maybe they can actually make the playoffs. If we go over to the roster here on the adjust lineup screen, we can see that the Broncos do have something going for them, right? Obviously, first and foremost, just drafted rookie quarterback Bo Nix in the first round with the 12th overall pick. And let's just say it how it is. Bo Nix is a 24-year-old rookie, but that does not mean that Bo Nix can't be a good NFL quarterback, even a great NFL quarterback. I really believe that Bo Nix could be the franchise quarterback for the Denver Broncos. I am a Broncos fan, so maybe I'm naive in saying that, but I'm also a realist in the fact that I know that Bo Nix isn't just going to come in and solve every single problem right away. In game, he does look pretty decent. He only has 89 throw power, which isn't amazing, but his accuracies are all really good. He has good throw on the run, 84 speed, so he's athletic enough to get outside the pocket and make some plays for us. I am excited about Bo Nix. In real life, there is a little bit of a quarterback controversy, but in game, it looks like Bo Nix is just by far the highest overall, which I think Bo Nix will end up winning the job anyway in real life, but Jarrett Stidham is listed as QB1 right now on the Broncos depth chart in real life, and in game, he's only a 62 overall, even less of an overall than Zach Wilson, who he's definitely better than. Let's all be real. Like, Jarrett Stidham is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson, but it looks like here in Madden, it's pretty much just going to be Bo Nix season, which it was going to be anyway, so I'm not mad at that. Going over to running back, we have a decent running back room. We really do. It's actually a pretty good running back room, I would say. We start off with Javonte Williams. He comes in as an 80 overall here in Madden, which is actually a little bit higher than I expected with him coming off a pretty big injury last season. But Javonte is a very good player. He's a guy that bounces off tackles at a pretty high level. He's a guy that makes guys miss at a pretty high level. He doesn't necessarily have that breakaway speed, but as like an elusive power back type player, he's a really good NFL player. Just obviously he is coming off of a pretty big injury, so that's a little bit scary, of course. And in behind Javonte Williams, we have Samaje Perine, who I think of more as like a receiving back. I think that's kind of the role that he's going to play here in Denver. He is probably 29 by now. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's a pretty decent backup. Jaleel McLaughlin, on the other hand, though, is a guy that I would love to see get on the field a little bit. Jaleel McLaughlin last year was an undrafted rookie, and he came out and played very, very well. He's a super quick little running back, only 92 speed in the game. I feel like that should be higher. What's his agility looking like? 78 agility only for Jaleel McLaughlin. That seems a little crazy to me, but Jaleel McLaughlin is a pretty good young player. He's only 5'7", 187, like I said, a super small guy. But I think in the right situations, Jaleel McLaughlin can really add a punch to this offense, if that makes sense. And then we also drafted Audric Estime out of Notre Dame in the 5th round, who's just your prototypical power back who's going to go run through some people, go through your head. So I really like where our running back room is at. I think Samaje Perine probably is the guy that gets faded a little bit here for me. I don't really see Samaje getting carries over these young guys, at least for me here in Madden, but I guess we're just going to have to see how it happens. Jumping over to wide receiver, we have so many decent wide receivers and pretty much no really good ones. Courtland Sutton is a great red zone threat. He's a great jump ball receiver, but that's kind of all that he offers. He's not much of a route runner, but he does go up and catch footballs, and he is very good. He's kind of like a quarterback's best friend type wide receiver, where I think Bo Nix here in his rookie season is going to be able to trust Courtland Sutton to just kind of toss that ball up to him deep, and he'll come down with it more often than not. We also have Tim Patrick, who's coming off of a horrible ACL and MCL injury, I believe, last season. He pretty much hasn't played football in 2 years. He still comes in at a 78 overall. Before his injuries, Tim Patrick was looking like a really good wide receiver, but I'm just curious on how a guy like that bounces back after such a horrible injury. Denver also signed Josh Reynolds from the Lions in free agency, who also is just one of those kind of like big-bodied receivers. I kind of like Josh Reynolds in the slot a little bit more than I like Courtland Sutton or Tim Patrick. I think Josh Reynolds is a little bit more of a route runner than those guys, but he is still just one of those big body receivers who can go up and get the ball as well. But I kind of like his catching traffic over the middle a little bit more than those other guys. Looking over to Marvin Mims, he is a guy that is going to be wide receiver 2 for us this season. Marvin Mims is an electric playmaker. He's great with the ball in his hands. He's a speed guy who can win over the top. He really is like the only wide receiver of this archetype that Denver has. And I'm super excited for him. They also have him having 85 spec catch in game, which is awesome. 92 jumping, 92 speed, 94 acceleration. I'm super excited about Marvin Mims. He's only 22 years old, and I think he could be very, very good for us. Outside of him, we also have Philip Dorsett, who probably is just going to get faded for the rookie Troy Franklin, who also is kind of another Marvin Mims type player where he's a super speed guy. Obviously played with Bo Nix at Oregon as well, which is nice because they kind of have like that connection there. Again, yeah, 92 speed, 91 acceleration. Another guy kind of like Marvin Mims where he's going to win over the top. I'm excited to see how he progresses in game. I hope that his development trait is pretty decent. He has at least star, so I like that. It's just going to be kind of tough to get all of these guys touches, I think. Taking a look at the offensive line now, we have Garrett Bowles at left tackle. Garrett Bowles is a really good, steady left tackle. Early in his career, he had a lot of holding problems where he kind of just got penalty after penalty. He's always protected the quarterback well, but early on, he was just a penalty merchant. But he's really cleaned that up over the last few seasons and kind of turned into one of the better tackles in the entire NFL, in my opinion. He is a little bit older. He doesn't seem like he should be 32, but he is 32 years old, which is unfortunate. He was a pretty old rookie coming in. As you can see, he has 7 years of experience. So he came in at 25 years old, which is pretty tough. It's probably, he's not going to be the long-term option here, but I think he can be good for the next few seasons for us, at least until we find somebody new. Then we kind of hit the weak spot of the offensive line. We have Ben Powers here at left guard, who we did sign last season. He's a decent player. He's not great. At center, though, we are really looking tough, where Sam Mustipher is our highest overall center, which is not great. We also have Alex Forsyth, or however you say his name. I think it's Forsyth, in behind him, as well as Luke Wattenberg. Luke Wattenberg, I do like a little bit. I like him more than Alex Forsyth for sure. But the center position is one that we're going to need to improve on, hopefully sooner rather than later. What I'm excited for is that we do not need to improve on this right guard position for at least 4 more years, as Denver just signed Quinn Meinerz to a brand new deal. And Quinn Meinerz is just simply one of the best guards in the entire NFL. I think that 87 is even a little bit low of an overall for Quinn Meinerz. I mean, the guy is just an absolute monster. 93 strength, 90 run block power, 92 run block. He is the type of guy that is going to go search for contact in the run game and take linebackers and defensive linemen out of plays. Quinn Meinerz, the gut, is one of the best, if not maybe the best guard in the NFL right now, in my opinion. And then over at right tackle, we have Mike McGlinchey. Kind of both of our tackles are in the same situation where they're good players. Mike McGlinchey isn't amazing, but he's a decent player. But at the end of the day, he's also 29. I don't think he's going to be the long-term option, but I do feel pretty comfortable with him at least being our right tackle for the next few seasons. So hopefully he can just hold that down until we can find somebody in the draft and develop him a little bit. Tight end is another position that isn't amazing. We have Greg Dulcich, who is coming off of a pretty big injury last season that kept him out for the entire year, but he is only 24. Love his hair. The guy is a super fun player. He's a pretty quick tight end. He's an athlete, but he, at the end of the day, isn't amazing. And that room, just in general, isn't one that like stands out as a strong suit on the team. We also have Adam Trotman, who is more of a blocking tight end, but he's a decent player as well. And then jumping over the defense, there is not a lot to be super excited about on defense, unfortunately. One person that there is to be excited about, of course, is Patrick Surtain II, though. Superstar cornerback, lockdown cornerback, cornerback of the future, cornerback of the franchise. I can't say enough good things about Patrick Surtain. If you ask any players around the NFL, they will tell you that Patrick Surtain is the best cornerback in the entire league. I think he is. There's obviously a fight back on that with like a Sauce Gardner or whatever, but I truly believe that Patrick Surtain is the best cornerback in the entire NFL. His instincts, his ball skills, everything combined just make Patrick Surtain the type of cornerback that you would love to have on your favorite team. Patrick Surtain is going to lock up other teams' best players, and he's going to do it at an elite level. Outside of him at cornerback, we have Levi Wallace, who's kind of an older guy. He's more of just a slot cornerback. I don't want him on the outside. I also don't want Damari Mathis on the outside, though. I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to start the rookie Chris Abrams-Drain on the outside. He's a rookie out of Iowa. He has pretty good ball skills. He's not necessarily your typical outside corner. I think maybe he's a little bit more of a slot guy as well. But I like him more than I like Levi Wallace on the outside, and I'm excited to see if he can develop it all. He does only have normal development, which is unfortunate. Next up is safety. The Broncos actually did just cut Caden Stearns in real life, so we're just going to go ahead and do that really quickly. And then at safety, we are going to have PJ Locke starting on the other side. I can't believe PJ Locke is only a 71 overall. He came in last season after Kareem Jackson got suspended and played at an insanely high level for like no reason. The guy is a heat-seeking missile. He's gonna go down and make tackles. He's gonna hit guys hard. He's all over the field. He's a really good player. I really like PJ Locke, and he actually is gonna be our starting strong safety. And we're gonna move the free agent acquisition Brandon Jones over to free safety, I believe. Let me look at his ratings real quick. Yeah, 77 zone coverage, 90 speed. I like him as the over-the-top safety more than I like PJ Locke, and then I like PJ Locke kind of down in the box. The safety room isn't amazing, especially with PJ Locke only being a 71 in-game and only having normal development. How much will he really develop in this franchise? Maybe not a whole lot. It might be a position that we have to kind of look for something new in the draft, but for where we are right now, I don't mind our safeties. The linebacker room is not amazing, right? So I'm actually surprised that Cody Barton is even rated as a 79 overall. That seems a little bit high for me. He does have 86 speed, so he's going to be an okay user for us here in this series, but middle linebacker is a position that I'm going to be looking to upgrade. He's 27 already. And then Alex Singleton, who is our other middle linebacker, also is a little bit older. He's not much of a zone coverage guy at all, more of just a run stopper. He is all over the field. I think he's led the Broncos in tackles for the past like 3 seasons in real life. Over at outside linebacker, though, we do have our pass rushers because we are in a 3-4 defense. So Baron Browning and Jonathan Cooper will be our pass rushers, as well as Nick Benito right behind him. And then Jonah Ellis, the rookie, right behind Baron Browning. I actually like our pass rush room. I know they're not super high rated, but these are a bunch of guys who are young and athletic and fast and can fly off the edge at their highest potential. 87 speed for a pass rusher out of Baron Browning. And then looking over at Jonathan Cooper, I wouldn't be surprised if he has in that 80 speed as well. Yeah, 82 speed, 85 acceleration for Jonathan Cooper as well. We just have some pretty great athletes at pass rusher, and whether they're like super refined pass rushers or not, they are quick, they have twitch, and they can get to the quarterback at a pretty high level when they're playing at their best. Especially a guy like Baron Browning, who came into the league as a middle linebacker and just has transitioned over to outside linebacker in the last couple seasons. I'm excited to see if he can have one of those seasons where he like really solidifies himself as a pass rusher. Last but not least, I think probably the strength of the defense is the defensive line. Nobody is highly rated at all, especially like a guy like John Franklin Myers. I'm super surprised to see only be a 76 overall. For the Jets, he's been pretty outstanding the last few seasons. As a run-stopping left end, John Franklin Myers and even Zach Allen have been some of the best in the NFL over the past couple seasons. They just don't really offer a whole lot as a pass rusher, which I think is what's holding their overall down because they're listed at end technically in Madden, and really their interior defensive lineman in the 3-4 defense. And then you just got your typical nose tackle in DJ Jones. He's gonna eat up bodies. He's gonna stand his ground on the inside, and he's going to be a good run stopper. He always has been. He only has 76 block shedding game, which seems a little silly, but 88 strength. He's going to go in there. He's going to eat up blocks from the offensive line and hopefully give our other guys space to go in and make plays. Another guy in the wide receiver room that I just completely forgot to even mention because he's not even listed in our top wide receivers is Devon Vele. We're going to go ahead and take him out for take Philip Dorsett out for him. Devon Vele is a 6'5 receiver. He's out of Utah. He's a rookie this year. He's a little bit older as a rookie. I think he's 24 years old, just like Bo Nix is. But this is a 6'5 receiver who is a true jump ball receiver. And from everything that I've heard in Broncos training camp, Devon Vele has looked pretty amazing. Because of that, I'm starting to think that maybe there's a receiver or two on this roster that could be expendable. I think Philip Dorsett is a guy that I'm going to put out on the trade block. I hate to do it because I do love Tim Patrick. He's been a Bronco for the last few seasons, and then he's been hurt, and I feel bad for the guy. But I think Tim Patrick is also another guy that I might be putting up on the trade block just to see if we can get anything back for him. As I said I was going to do, I did go ahead and put Tim Patrick and Philip Dorsett both on the trade block. Hopefully we can get some at least okay offers for those guys. So jumping into training camp now, I am going to go ahead and play training camp with all of my guys. First up is Bo Nix. I'm not going to bore you guys with showing you training camp, but I will show you if anything happens, like a development trade upgrade or anything. So I did go ahead and finish training camp for all of the guys. I do see in the top right that Justin Simmons signed with the Jets. So as a Broncos fan in real life, I'm happy that he finally found a landing spot. I'm also seeing that we have some messages. Let's see what this is. Hey coach, it looks like Bryce Huff is on the trade block from Philly, looking at Zach Allen. We might want to consider. I don't think I'm going to make a trade right now, but I am at least interested in Bryce Huff. He's a 79 overall. Why is he on the trade block? Like I said, I don't think I'm going to make a trade right now, but I will keep it in the back of my mind that Bryce Huff is available. As far as our training to start off the season, we're going to go ahead and go full pads, but then split between the starters and the backups. And we're going to do the same thing where we go full pads and split on the offense as well. And as far as our focus players to focus on XP, we're going to go with Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, and then Chris Abrams-Drain, because I do want Chris Abrams-Drain to be that cornerback too. So I think I'm going to put him in there. I'm going to go ahead and play these mini games real quick with all these guys. And now that we've finished all of those, we're ready to jump into our first preseason game versus the Colts. We are going to go ahead and just play the moments in preseason. This is going to be a series where I play every down and every snap. But in the preseason, we're just going to play the moments just to try to get through it and get to the regular season a little bit quicker. And here we go. First look at Bo Nix out on an NFL field, also in the Broncos' brand new uniforms that they just showed off in their first preseason game in real life. I will say I did not love them when they got announced. I do think they look better on field than what they did in person or like on Instagram and everything though. So I'm excited about them. They're not my favorite uniforms, but I can get behind them. The entire first quarter did end up getting simmed here, but we are jumping in on defense where we jump up and get an interception with Joe Griffith. Is that our middle linebacker, Joe Griffith, with an interception? Jonas Griffith? Yeah. Why is he even in the corner of the end zone? How did he get out there? I don't know, but that's a good way to start. That's our very first play with the Denver Broncos. Jonas Griffith gets an interception off of Joe Flacco in the back of the end zone. Here we are on offense now. It looks like the starters are already out, so it looks like we're just rocking with Zach Wilson. We do have Jaleel McLaughlin in the backfield, and I'm excited for him to have a pretty decent preseason here for us. I hope he gets a lot of snaps in the preseason. Jumping back in here, it is 3rd and 7, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. What do I like here? I would love to get Troy Franklin the ball if possible. And he is open. Good ball by Zach Wilson, and Troy Franklin gets his first catch as a Denver Bronco. I'd love to see that. Down into the red zone now. Let's see if we can cap this drive off with a touchdown. I really like that there's no linebacker in the middle of the field. We're going to check to a run here with Jaleel McLaughlin and see what he can do. All right, he gets about 5. That's a decent run for Jaleel. Can we cap this drive off? Let's see here. Underneath is wide open. That's Philip Dorsett in for the touchdown. Don't love that Philip Dorsett is even getting snaps right here. I wish it was someone different, but we did get in for the touchdown. Zach Wilson gets his first touchdown pass as a Bronco. I know it's just preseason, so it doesn't technically count towards stats, but that's a decent way to open the season for us. Jumping back in on defense now. Looks like it's 3rd and 7. We need to get a 3rd down stop here. I don't know if I love the camera angle of the game. I'm so used to, oh my God, another interception. As I'm speaking about the camera angle, who gives a shit? Who was that? JL Skinner with the interception. What a play on the ball there by him. And our defense is celebrating yet again. Looks like we're doing some damn cha-cha slide. Hey, okay. I mean, our defense is balling out right now. That's 2 interceptions already for us. Love to see it. And we're right back in on offense for a 2-minute drill. Can we cap off the interception with a touchdown here? That'd be 2 times in a row in this game that we got an interception and then capitalized for a touchdown. Great move by Jaleel McLaughlin, who's running down the sideline. What are we working with here? It looks like Josh Reynolds in the slot. We're just going to have to see what we like. Jaleel McLaughlin's wide open in the middle of the field. Just get up the field and get the first down. Do I like the camera zoomed out more? No, I do not. Wow, that looks terrible. So this is the camera we got to play on. I just don't know if I love it a whole lot. We're actually going to take off here with Zach Wilson. Can he outrun that linebacker? It doesn't look like he will. I tried to slide, but couldn't. Thank goodness Zach Wilson did not fumble. We got 37 seconds left in the half here. We're approaching the end zone. We just got to cap this drive off with a touchdown here. And Troutman is wide open in the flats. He takes a big shot. We're going to call a timeout. 2nd and 6. And we're going to take a sack. That was probably my fault. I needed to roll out to the outside. Instead, I tried to run up the middle. And oh my God, I just ran hurry up and it ran 22 seconds off the clock. 22 seconds. There was 23 seconds left in the game and I ran hurry up. And now there's 1 second left. I barely got the timeout off. We're just going to have to take a field goal. Where we do drill it with Will Lutz. But oh my God, why did so much time run off? Anyways, it looks like we're back out in the second half. Looks like we're kicking another field goal here. A 56-yarder here with Will Lutz. Can he drill it? Let's see. That's pretty good accuracy and power. And he drills a 57-yarder here in preseason. That's pretty encouraging, actually. To know that Will Lutz can hit from 57, that's going to be a big weapon for us in the regular season. We're back out on defense now. Can we get some pressure on the quarterback? Because that doesn't seem like we've been able to do that a whole lot this game. But as I say that, Joe Flacco rolls right into a sack. Is that Nick Bonito? I think that is Nick Bonito. It is. Recording his first sack of the season, just here in preseason, so it's not going to count towards the stats again. But that's encouraging. I love to see Nick Bonito getting sacks. He's a young player who could fight for some real serious minutes in the regular season. Back in the game now. Looks like it's the 4th quarter. We're up by 3. We're trying to stop them from scoring a touchdown and winning this game. Jonas, oh my goodness, Jonas Griffith absolutely lit him up. But he falls into the end zone for the touchdown, and Indianapolis takes the lead late in the 4th quarter. But our offense drives right back down the field and gives us a chance to score here. 2nd and 7. Jaleel McLaughlin gets the outside. Can he make one guy miss? He does, and he fights down to the 1-yard line. He's been playing very well this game. I cannot lie. Every time that he's touched the ball, he's done something well. Can we punch it in for a touchdown? We're going to try to get outside with Zach Wilson. We're actually just going to drop it off to the running back, but instead it's an inaccurate pass. It goes right to the linebacker, and then I try to make the play with Zach Wilson, and he just does not get an animation. And they're going to return that for 99 yards for a touchdown. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. 24-13 now, and they have the ball back again. Everything's falling apart. We're going to use our Jonas Griffith here. That's me. Oh, I really wish that he threw that. That was going to be Jonas Griffith's 2nd pick of the game. Joe Flacco wisely decides to just throw it away. But man, that interception by Zach Wilson is tough. It definitely was not the right decision by me to throw that ball, but I thought that we would just drop it underneath. I didn't realize that Zach Wilson would fucking airmail it like 6 yards over his head. Oh well. Luckily, it's just preseason. We live and we learn. 2-minute warning here. The good news is if Zach Wilson is in a football game for us this year, something went catastrophically wrong. So hopefully we just don't have to watch Zach Wilson do that anymore this season. As it looks like Anthony Hole, is that who that is? Is his name Anthony Hole? Evan Hole gets to the outside, scores a touchdown on us. Can Zach Wilson come out and make up for the interception on the last drive? Let's see. We're probably not going to win this game at this point, right? But, I mean, we could go down and score still. Another good play by Jaleel McLaughlin. We're going to try hurry up. So much time runs off on hurry up in this game. It's actually insane. I really hate it, actually. We're going to take a shot down the sideline. Who is that? Is that Philip Dorsett? And he actually comes back to the ball, but they say that he's out of bounds. Or did he drop it? He goes up. He catches it 2 feet in bounds, but then it gets rocked out. What a play by this DB on the Colts. Who is that? Harrison Jr.? Dude, I thought Marvin Harrison Jr. played for the fucking Cardinals. There's a flag here instantly off the snap. I get sacked. I'm probably happy that I did because that might have been an interception. What is the penalty going to be? And it is encroachment on the defense, which is nice. This offense does not look super great right now. I cannot lie. The only player that has impressed me in this entire game is Jaleel McLaughlin. Nobody else has really made a play. I would love to take a deep shot to Troy Franklin on one of these plays. He does beat the corner, but there's just a safety over the top helping, and we get sacked again with Zach Wilson. We're going to call a timeout. We got 4 verts out on the field. Can anybody get open on this? Actually, it looks like we have Reynolds over the top. What a ball by Zach Wilson. What a play by Josh Reynolds to score his first touchdown as a Bronco. Beautiful play there. I don't know what the Colts defense was doing. There was just no help over the top, and Josh Reynolds just burnt the cornerback that was man on him. Absolutely torched the defense. He's not even a speed guy. He only has like 89 speed, so for him to be that wide open is pretty insane. And what is happening here? What is happening? Big onside kick. I can't see anything. This game's broken already. It just came out. Come on, Madden. The onside kick was recovered by Indy. We're now out there on third down. I don't know why this is a big moment when it looks like they're just going to kneel the ball. Yeah, they just knee it. I mean, we're going to get the ball back technically with like 10 seconds left. But yeah, it ended up leading to nothing. That's the game. We end up losing 31-20 here in the preseason to the Colts. In real life, the Broncos did win this preseason game, but we couldn't get it done here in Madden. Taking a look at the box score of that game, it looks like Anthony Richardson had 72 yards and a touchdown in his start. Let's go look at what Bo Nix did. So Bo Nix threw for 9 yards on 3 attempts, 2 completions on 3 attempts for only 3 yards per attempt. That's not a great way to start the preseason, but it is better than Zach Wilson, who threw for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns, but also added 3 interceptions to that line. Ready for the press conference this week? I assume they're going to ask me about position battles. They might. Be careful what you commit to if they do. Got it. Okay. So we're going to have an interview this week where they're going to ask about position battles. I wonder if they're going to be asking about the quarterback position, or if they're asking about maybe wide receiver. We have a lot of wide receivers. You should be having a free safety position battle. Which stat will determine the winner between Brandon Jones and Delaren Turner-Yell? Well, yeah, I mean, there's just not a battle there. Jones is our starter. Yeah. I doubt that it will go over well in the locker room. Trust lost. You didn't allow your players to fight for the job. Morale dropped by 10. Dude, Brandon Jones is a brand new free agent pickup who's like a 78 overall. Why would he not start for us? I lost trust from my team because I said that this guy is going to start over this guy. He's 13 overalls better. But you know what? I'm not here to play nice guy. I'm here to play football. With that being said, let's jump into our second preseason game here against the Packers. We are going to be doing play the moments again. Hopefully we can see the field with Bo Nix this game. And right away, it looks like we're going to be jumping in. Thank goodness. I really want to play with this starting offense. We're going to come out and run, but we're definitely going to see how Bo Nix looks in this offense. Can we get a block on the outside? We do. Javonte Williams gets down the sideline a little bit, picks up about 9 yards. That's a pretty good run. We're going to go to play action here on second down, though. It's time to see Bo Nix throw his first pass as a Bronco. Hopefully we can just get the blocks to hold up and maybe take a shot down the right sideline to Courtland Sutton over there. Let's see. He's not open. I don't love it. We're just going to roll out and throw it away with Bo Nix. I didn't love anything there. Will it be different here on second down? I want to get somebody coming across the middle of the field. Maybe it's Dulcich. And then maybe Sutton I want on a corner route. I like the look of this. Bo Nix. I accidentally pump faked. I tried to throw it underneath and I accidentally pump faked, and now we're going to have to punt. That's my bad. I get Bo Nix sacked. And here we are. Other team back in the red zone. It looks like our defense lets whoever we're playing into the red zone about every possession, which is not good. Oh my God. That receiver was not even looking. Romeo Dubs? Is that who that is? He wasn't even looking at the ball. He literally was turned his head this way and just caught it like that. That's pretty insane. I can't lie. It does look like Bo Nix just drove us down the field here, though. We got first and goal from the 9-yard line. Can we punch it in for a touchdown? We got a guy open underneath. It's Josh Reynolds, and he brings us down to the 2. Bo Nix has 45 passing yards to this point. Can we get him a passing touchdown here? I would love to get Nix his first touchdown of his career. Courtland Sutton on an island out there by himself. I was trying to give him a shot on the slant. I trusted him to just get inside leverage, but we took a hit before we could get the ball out, and now we are going empty on third and goal. Can we find the end zone? Can somebody please get open? Greg Dulcich is open on the outside, actually. Good ball by Bo Nix, and that is a touchdown by Greg Dulcich. That is Bo Nix's first touchdown in his NFL career. It is just preseason again, but still a good confidence boost for him to finally get that touchdown, get that off of his shoulders, and now he can just go out and ball. And it looks like he might be doing just that. We're back into the red zone again here. 2nd and 1. Looks like Marvin Mims is wide open down low. There is a flag on the field. Is it going to be roughing the passer? I think Bo Nix might have taken a shot after the play. And it's not. It's a hold on the offense. So that play is going to be coming back. Ben Powers on the hold. Let's go to a halfback screen. Whoa, this is a weird looking screen pass. I've never seen this where the running back is lined up in the slot almost. Or almost lined up as like a tight end. And it's a running back screen. Let's see how this works. Okay, he kind of just sits there and waits for us. We do get the ball to him. I don't know how I feel about that play. Play that I would feel good about, though, is Bo Nix hitting Marvin Mims on the sideline, and he gets the toes in, and that is a good ball by Bo Nix and a great catch by Marvin Mims on the sideline. Brings us down to the 4-yard line. Can we punch this in? We're going to try to get Bo Nix yet another passing touchdown here. I'm going to go play action. Carries it out. Nothing's really open. We're just going to throw that ball away. I didn't like anything there again. We got one more chance here to get Bo Nix another touchdown. Can we do it? It has not looked pretty so far. I'm probably missing reads. I'm not the best player in the game. We're just going to give Tim Patrick a chance. And he gets absolutely no leverage on the cornerback. And it's intercepted going the other way for Green Bay. Marvin Mims, though, by the way, that's an insane play to just track Javon Bullard down. But unfortunate interception for Bo Nix. It was my fault. I take responsibility there. Can we make up for it on defense? And I completely forgot that Josh Jacobs is on the Packers until this very moment. Looks like the defense did get a stop, though, so we're out here to block a kick on 4th down, which makes me think they might be faking this, actually. I don't know why they would have us on to block it, but they are actually kicking it. They do drill it down the middle. The next time we would see the field, there's a minute left here in the second quarter. They're back in scoring position again. It's 2nd inches right now. Can we get a stop here going into the half? Keep it a 1-possession game. They do check down to Christian Watson underneath. We are going to pass commit here. And it's checked down underneath to Musgrave, I believe. It is. That is Chris Abrams-Drain on the coverage with the tackle. I would love for him to be a little bit more sticky than that, but we were in zone coverage, so I guess I can't be super upset about it. Can we get a stop here? From the 6-yard line, 2nd and 3. They throw it underneath. Patrick Surtain is right there. They make the catch. They throw to the end zone, and it is caught. For whatever reason, we have Jonathan Cooper in man coverage versus Christian Watson. And of course he burns him because Jonathan Cooper is a pass rusher. That's just an unfortunate way to set up the defense there. I guess I'm probably going to have to go into the depth chart and make sure that our rush linebackers are correct and that our sub linebackers are correct. It is the second half now. We're back out on defense. We got Jonah Ellis in the game, which I'm excited about. Alex Singleton is still in, who's a starter. So maybe it's a mix kind of our starters and our backups here in preseason game 2 in the second half. I'm not 100% sure. Do have Nick Benito out on the field. I would love for him to get some pressure here on the quarterback. I left that wide open. Do get a hit stick on it. 3rd and inches now. It'd be a great time to just stuff a run here. It looks like they're going to run. We're going to blitz. Let's stuff this and force them to try to convert on 4th down. It is a run, and we just cannot get off that block with Jonas Griffin. Also, a Packers quarterback wearing number 12 seems sacrilegious. As I say that, he makes a cross-body throw, and it just hits the wide receiver perfectly. I thought we were going to have a chance to intercept that. I'm not sure who we had in coverage right there. I can't tell. But it looks like the quarterback just threads the needle to his wide receiver, and we go down 24-7 here in the second half. We are jumping back in on offense finally, though. Maybe we can go out and get some points on the board. Zach Wilson out there. We have Jaleel McLaughlin. This is our backups now. I'd really like taking a shot here to Devon Vele, but it is also 3rd and 4, so we should probably just try to pick it up. I'm going to take a shot. Troy Franklin in the end zone. Can he come back to the ball? It looks like he cannot. It is broken up by number 37 there for the Packers. I can't tell who it is, but yet another drive where it just stalls out for us. Big field goal. They want us to try to kick a 55-yarder. We did drill a 57-yarder last week, and now we're in Denver, so I like the chances here for Will Lutz. I just got to make sure that I get this accuracy correct, and I do. I put a little bit too much power on it, And I miss off the uprights with Will Lutz. I don't know if that's because I put too much power or if I legitimately just aimed too far left. Unfortunate nonetheless. And then Green Bay drives down and scores again. Our defense has looked horrible here in the preseason. Our defense has given up 31 points both games that we've played here. Lil McLaughlin wide open underneath on 4th and 6. He picks up the first down. Not going to lie, didn't even realize that was 4th down, so I'm happy that I just happened to get a first down there. We got another chance here on 3rd and 6, though. I kind of like the look of this play. Let's see what gets open here. Looks like it's a play action. We're going to throw a cross body, and what a ball there by Zach Wilson to Josh Reynolds. That's actually a pretty impressive throw. We're back out there. Can we go out and get a touchdown? Again, it does not look like we're going to win this game, but just getting a touchdown and getting the morale up for the team would be nice. We're going to check down to Jaleel McLaughlin. I really wish Kroll would have turned around and got a block there for us, but instead he just kind of sits his fat ass in the way. Can we find something on 2nd and goal, though? It looks like it's a bad pass, right? I thought for a second that I can't even look at the replay. I thought for a second that Troy Franklin was just going to be open. The linebacker came over there and played it. It's a bad throw by me. I'm not playing well at all. I will say that this is my very first time on Madden 25. Like, I have not played this game yet until this series. So, give me some time to adjust. I promise I'll be a little bit better than what I have been here. But probably not a whole lot. You'll probably see a lot of interceptions in this series. Let's be real about it, especially year one. I'm going to try my best, man. I don't know. This team's not very good either. Let's remember that. Like, the Broncos are a pretty dog shit roster. And Zach Wilson, just quite frankly, is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. He does hit Troy Franklin there, though. Like to finally get Troy Franklin involved. But yeah, I'm definitely not a comp Madden player or anything like that. I'm a franchise player strictly, so I play offline strictly, and I have not played Madden 24 since, like, I don't know, like December, probably January. So I haven't really been playing Madden. I have played too much college football 25, but also the game just feels a lot different than that. I think that's where the adjustment is coming in. We do get down to the 2-yard line here, though. Can we punch it in? Here was Zach Wilson and our backups. I would love to get Troy Franklin a touchdown. He is open across the middle, but he kind of takes a shot for trying to catch that ball. That might have been my fault. I might have almost just got Troy Franklin killed. What's going to get open here? It looks like Troy Franklin again on the back of the end zone. What a ball by Zach Wilson to get it over the linebacker. And there's Troy Franklin's first touchdown as a Bronco. Zach Wilson with a pretty decent ball right over top of the linebacker's head to the back of the end zone. And Troy Franklin with a toe tap catch to stay in bounds and secured it through the ground as well. That would be the last time that we've seen the field here. We lose 31-15 to Green Bay. And I would really love to pick up a win here in this final preseason game just to get some morale for our guys going into the regular season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from that game really quickly. It looks like Jordan Love went for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns on us, as well as Michael Pratt going for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. We're kind of just getting picked apart, it feels like. Bo Nix went for 124 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The interception was 100% my fault. He was 14 for 22. Zach Wilson was with 128 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Very comparable lines from both of our quarterbacks. Looks like Bo Nix took a couple extra attempts, but pretty much just the same line from our 2 quarterbacks there in that game. Rushing, Javonte Williams had 33 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin had 27, 4.7 yards a carry and 4.5 yards a carry. I do like. If we could sustain that all season, that'd be great. And then receiving, looks like Josh Reynolds was our leading receiver with 4 catches for 59 yards. Marvin Mims had 5 catches for 57. And then Troy Franklin had 4 for 47 and that touchdown that we saw. And now we're going to jump into our 3rd and final preseason game here against the Cardinals, where we're going to play the moments one more time. Hopefully we can go out and get a win. The Cardinals are one of the worst teams in the league as well. So I like our chances of finally going out and picking up a win in this one. Already we're in on defense here. It's the first quarter with about 6 minutes left. It is raining like a motherfucker here in Denver, which is kind of crazy for the time of the year, you know? Looks like Kyler Murray tries to take off. We laid a big hit on him, and he fumbled, but it does look like the Cardinals fell on it. And is that Baron Browning with the big hit fumble? I love to see that. 3rd and 13 now. We're going to go ahead and pass commit here. Can we get some more pressure on Kyler Murray? I'm there with Alex Singleton. Now I'm across the middle. He takes a shot to the end zone. He overthrows his tight end. Thank goodness, because we got burnt there. I thought maybe Patrick Surtain would have a chance to turn around and make a pick, but he did not. Luckily, they overthrow the ball, and now they're going to settle for a field goal, which Matt Prater drills right down the middle. And out here on offense now, let's see what we can do here. It is 3rd and 1. We need to pick up the first down. I think I just would rather run this with Javonte Williams. I think I trust him to pick up 1 yard here. And he does, and he goes through 51 for an extra couple yards as well. So that's a good play. Jumping back in again. Red zone alert. It's 2nd and 5 now. What can we find open here on 2nd and 5? Looks like Marvin Mims is open. And as I say that, Sean Murphy Bunting makes an incredible play on the ball. I mean, that was like unhuman-like instincts from Sean Murphy Bunting. I've never seen somebody break on the ball so quickly as what he just did. I wish I could go into replay and look at it, but we can't because we're on play the moments. But oh my goodness, go back and watch that again. Sean Murphy Bunting just made an insane play there. And we throw another pick with Bo Nix, unfortunately, here in the preseason. Hopefully we can just get him out of our system, though. He does throw a dart right back on the next possession, though, to Courtland Sutton across the middle, who then takes a shot but gets into the end zone. And that is what Courtland Sutton can do for us this year. He's the type of guy that we can just throw the ball up to. We don't know what else to do. Press square and hope that Courtland Sutton just comes down with it. In this instance, he did. And we're back out there again now. 1st and goal, 20 seconds left in the half. We're trying to get a stop. Looks like Kyler Murray's going to try to run for it. And instead, he just runs across the sideline and throws it away. Can we get a stop on 3rd and goal? Looks like Kyler Murray's going to run again. And instead, he just throws the ball away again on 3rd and goal, making it 4th and goal. I think Arizona's going to settle for a field goal here, and we're going to go into the half down 6. Like I said, we did go into the half down 6, but then Arizona came out and scored on their very first play of the second half as well. So that is unfortunate there for us. We are back out on offense, though. Let's see if we can make anything happen here. I'm just going to go ahead and take off with Bo Nix and pick up the first down. 3 rushes for 16 yards for him in this game. Another play action here. Let's see if somebody can get open. So far, I haven't really liked these play actions here in this game. Courtland Sutton does look like he's working open across the middle, though, but he cannot make the catch. There was a Cardinals cornerback right on him. I couldn't tell who it was, but because of that, Courtland Sutton's unable to make the catch, and now it is 2nd and 10. And our tight end got stuck right there in coverage. And because of it, I tried to check down to the other guy instead, who then takes a shot from Collins. I'm not necessarily loving the way that our receivers are getting open right now. Seems like we have real troubles just getting open, which is not great. And we get sacked pretty much instantly there. I'm not sure who that is on the Cardinals, but he flies off the edge and gets us for a sack. And now we're going to have to settle for a field goal with Will Lutz, who does come out and drill it. But it's 26-17, approaching the 4th quarter here. Will we have a chance to actually come back in this game? It's not really looking like it. Our defense yet again just allows them to drive right down the field and get in field goal range. Maybe we're going to try to blitz here. Let's see if maybe blitzing will change something up for us. And actually we will not, because that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, where the Cardinals lead 26-17 right now. And our defense just cannot seem to get a stop. It's been a mix of our defense not being able to get a stop and me throwing a few pretty bad interceptions. I cannot lie. It looks like the backups are in the game now. It's intercepted there by Damari Mathis. Who is their backup quarterback? Is it Desmond Ridder? I didn't even know that until this very moment. It's not even like I forgot that. I did not realize that Desmond Ridder played for the Cardinals. But he throws a ball straight to the defense there in very Desmond Ridder fashion. And Damari Mathis goes up and makes a play. I really do not like Damari Mathis in real life. This guy just like gambles for everything in real life. But maybe here in Madden, he could actually be something decent for us. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Backups are in the game. We have a chance to score here, though, in the 4th quarter. We did drive all the way down the field. So I like that out of the offense. We're going to try to take off here with Zach Wilson. It looks like he has a lot of space. Can he beat him to the end zone? And he does. Zach Wilson scrambles in for a touchdown to make it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter. It's now 24-26, and our defense just cannot seem to get a stop. We're back down in the red zone yet again. But man, our defense can't stop anybody. This is the Cardinals. If there's anybody that we were going to be able to stop, it would be them. Zach Wilson again on another run. Finds the end zone. Is Zach Wilson Lamar Jackson reincarnated right now? This guy feels pretty quick, actually. We're back out on defense, though. Game is on the line. We need a stop. Desmond Ridder is in at quarterback right now. We cannot let them drive down right here. We fill the gap, but we just cannot quite get there with Singleton. Their running back bounces it to the outside for about 6 yards. What do we do here on second down? I think we're going to try to blitz. We're going to see if a blitz will work here. Can we get home on the quarterback? No, we will not. It is the 2-minute warning. We're down by 2 points, and we desperately need a stop. Like I said, we're going to blitz here. Can we come out and get a stop? It's another run. Jonas Griffith blows it up a little bit. We're going to call a timeout, 3rd and 4. All we need is this one stop. We're going to get the ball back, and we'll have a chance to go down and win the game. I'm going to use her Delarian Turner yell. It's a play action, and they throw right to my zone where I'm supposed to be. I could have swore that was going to be a run. What a play by the Cardinals there. Luckily, we did get him out of bounds, which stopped the clock. So technically, this game is not over yet. We are going to go ahead and run commit up the middle. And it looks like the running back almost got to the outside there. Thank goodness he didn't. I think it's Trey Benson. 2nd and 7, 1:46 left. Even if we get the ball back here, we're not going to have a lot of time to work with at all. But at least it's something. Will they run it again? That's the question. I'm thinking no. I'm going to pass commit here. And they do pass. And we do get pressure on the quarterback. Desmond Ridder breaks the first sack, but then goes down. Alex Singleton couldn't wrap him up, but it looked like Nick Bonito got in there, got home, got Desmond Ridder on the ground, and we're going to get the ball back with it looks like about 50 seconds actually left in the game, maybe even a minute left in the game. So even more time than what I thought. It's an okay punt from them, but not great. We have a minute left on the clock to drive down and win this game. And Zach Wilson, it's only preseason, but the way that your career has went, this might be the biggest drive you've ever been in the NFL. And to open the drive, we're going to take a shot to Troy Franklin. I think he beat him over the top, but he cannot come down with the ball. Oh, man. That would have been so beautiful if we just beat him with Troy Franklin over the top to start the drive. Back out, though. 53 seconds left. If we catch the ball across the middle, we have to... Well, I would say we have to hurry up, but the problem is the last time we did hurry up, it literally ran like 30 seconds off the clock. So what do we really do about that? I don't know. Maybe we can't go across the middle. We're just going to have to wait and see what gets open. Zach Wilson working to the outside. Can we hit the receiver? We do. He cannot get out of bounds. We have to hurry up here. We're like 15 seconds runs off the clock. Can we please hike the ball? We're going to take yet another shot to Troy Franklin. Can he go up and get it? He cannot. And now it's 4th and 3. I'm just not really sure how to navigate this end of the game situation when so much time runs off the clock if we catch it in bounds. Obviously here we just have to pick up the first down. The clock has to be our second worry. We're going to take a shot to the outside. Josh Reynolds catches it. We have to hurry up here. Can we get it off? Oh my goodness. We have like no time. We're going to have to just take a shot to the end zone. And we can't even get the snap off. You're telling me in 20 seconds an NFL team can't get back to the line and snap the ball? A heartbreaking loss there. My God, that's fucking annoying that it runs off so much time for a hurry up. We lose again, 33-31. In the 3rd and final preseason game, Bo Nix goes for 14 for 21 for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns and the interception. The interception again was my fault. That's a pretty good line there for our rookie quarterback. I like that. He looked promising going into the regular season. Zach Wilson as the backup went 9 for 13 for 148 yards. He looked pretty decent in the preseason as well. I won't lie, I wasn't upset with what I saw from Zach Wilson. We do have an upgrade for Troy Franklin after the game, which is nice. Again, I think we're just going to keep going into slot for him. I would like for that route running to get better. And I'm pretty sure slot gets the route running the best. Gets +1 medium, +1 short. He also gets +2 catching traffic and +1 catching. So that is a pretty good upgrade there for Troy Franklin. Now into the last week of the preseason where it is just a bye now that the NFL made preseason only 3 games. We do have a new storyline heading into the team meeting room now. Be right there. You ready for the team culture speech? I know we do this every year. I'm going to say I'm ready. Let's go see how this goes. So here we are in the team meeting room, week 4 of the offseason, or of the preseason, I should say. This morning I want to talk to you about our team culture. Our culture defines how we play every single week. What culture do you want us to embrace? Bo Nix says that. So do we want to be physical, playing with toughness, explosive, making splash plays, disciplined, or let quarterback choose? We're going to be explosive. That's what I want to say. We'll be explosive and fly around on offense and defense. Bo Nix says he loves it. All right, so explosive culture. Your players will receive a +3 boost for the entire season in acceleration and hit power. Wow, that's pretty crazy, actually. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Now we just got to cut a bunch of players. We have to cut 18 guys. I'm not going to bore you guys with this, but if we cut anybody that's kind of important, I'll let you know. And that is going to do it here for the first episode of Broncos franchise here on Madden 25. I'm excited about the regular season. I like the way that our team played in the preseason despite us losing. Our defense didn't play great, but I like what I saw from Bo Nix and from Zach Wilson. And I'm excited to go in week 1 and hopefully pick up a win versus the Seattle Seahawks.